Hey everyone, and welcome to your advanced standing balance workout. This video is going to be best for survivors who are able to stand and reach, but may have trouble when it comes to bending over or closing your eyes. I still recommend having something sturdy and solid to hang on to, or possibly somebody else in the room with you. But other than that, you don't need any equipment, just some time to hang out with me. With that said, let's go ahead and get into a quick warm-up. We're just gonna very gently start some weight shifts side to side. Let's wake up our body, let it know that we're about to do some work. I want you to take a big deep breath in and out. Push shoulders back and forward as we're going from side to side. Good. And we're gonna get into our first exercise here. So what you're going to do is take a step back, 60 seconds on the clock. We're gonna walk the line. So we're gonna put heel to toe, walk forward, take a step, heel to toe. Good. This one is very challenging. This is the advanced workout. Now, when you get to kind of the end of your path, you can do a couple different things. You could stop, resituate yourself back, and start from the top again. Heel to toe, heel to toe. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go backwards. So bringing one foot behind the other, heel to toe, but in the opposite way, and go back. Only do this if you feel safe and steady enough to do so. And then you can walk it back forward again. And if you feel safe enough and want to try it without holding on, you can. Let's take a rest break here. Very nice. That was our first exercise. We've got 5 to 2, and we're going to be going through 2 sets of each of those 5 exercises. Nice job. I've got little rest breaks planned for you in between each one. So, okay. We're gonna move into our second exercise here, which is toe across. So we're gonna take affected leg, toe across the body, 60 seconds on the clock. So we're moving affected leg over and across the unaffected leg. We're crossing midline with our leg. And this can be very challenging. So if you do feel unsteady with these movements and you need something to hang on to, or you want to hold on to somebody's hand, or have a kitchen countertop in front of you, do whatever feels right and makes it safe for you. Now with each of these exercises, I've got it on a 60-second countdown. So we're doing each exercise for 1 minute, and I just want you to go at your own pace. You don't have to rush through these. And on the second set through, we're gonna be doing the other leg so that we give the affected leg a chance to stabilize and work in a different role. So we're crossing midline with this one, and then next time we'll stabilize. Take a rest break here. You're doing great. Let's go back into a little bit of a weight shift. Shifting our weight from our left leg to our right leg, and right leg to our left. Take a big deep breath. We're on to our third exercise, which is gonna be reaching down and across. So we're gonna be taking, for this one, affected arm, reaching over to the opposite knee. We have 60 seconds on the clock, and over, and back up. Over, and back up. Good. I didn't expressly say it, but in this video, this is going to be my affected side. And if you don't have a ton of movement in that right, or not right arm, in the affected arm, that's okay. You can lean and at least just shift your trunk over as though you're going to reach. And that's still going to be a good balance activity. You're doing great, hang with me. Just got a few more seconds left. And relax, we have a rest break here. Take a deep breath. Catch your breath. And we're gonna be moving on to our next exercise, which is side steps. So you may benefit from having something in front of you to hang on to, because for this one, we're gonna be stepping to the side, 60 seconds on the clock. And then we're gonna be going to the other side. So you can take 2 steps one way, and then 2 steps the other way. Again, I'm not doing repetitions with this because I want you to go at your own pace. If you feel like you can go more quickly, then that is fine, as long as you feel safe doing it. But if you need to slow it down and be really intentional with those movements, that's what I want you to do. We want to avoid injury at every cost. And make sure that we're staying safe while we're rehabbing. Doing great. Keep it going. And with this, if you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can take your hands off and try it that way. Relax. Good. Let's come back up to our support here, whether you have it in front of you or beside you, because the last exercise that we're gonna do is tricky. We're gonna do some one leg stands. So for this one, what I'm gonna have you do first is lift up your affected leg, 60 seconds on the clock. You're gonna hold it here. And I have a little timer here, so maybe you try 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then you set your leg down, you take a break, you do a little weight shift, and then you try it again. Go at your own pace, see what feels right to you. As always, if you feel any pain, make sure that you are respecting that pain. Do not push through it. We don't want to create any new injuries. So we're just shifting, and then we're lifting up affected leg and holding it. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, woo, my balance is not very good. I just closed my eyes and took my hand off, and my ankle is going, woo. So you can get more of a challenge by taking your hand off or closing your eyes. Go ahead and take a rest break. In the second set of those one leg stands, we're gonna be putting our weight onto the affected leg. So we will be circling back around to that. We wanna give our affected leg the chance to not only stabilize, but also to work on that movement, lifting our knee up. So we're trying to hit a lot of different areas with this workout. All right, everyone, we are back into it. We are at our second set. Now this is gonna be walk the line again. So this is where we start from the back and we go heel to toe. 60 seconds is on the clock. We're going slow, intentional, unless you feel comfortable and stable enough to move a little more quickly. Now, you could, like I mentioned in the first set, go back. So you walked forwards and now you're walking backwards in the same way, heel to toe. That gets very challenging. If you're not quite there yet, walk it forward, walk the line, heel to toe, get up to the front, and then when you've reached the end here, just take a step back. You don't have to go heel to toe backwards. And just gently walk back to your starting point and start again. Heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, and you guessed it, heel to toe. Good. So we're gonna come back to center. Very nice job. I know that these are challenging. This is the advanced workout, so make sure that you are being safe throughout all of these. Take a big deep breath, because we're on to number 2, which is gonna be toe across. Now for this one, we're gonna be stabilizing with our affected leg, and with unaffected, 60 seconds on the clock, we're gonna be bringing our foot across our affected leg and back. Good. Toe across and back. So just to reiterate, we're bringing the unaffected leg across the affected leg. So your affected side is really having to stabilize your body. We're working on strengthening with this as well as balance. We get a lot wrapped up in this, which is great. I like to do movements that give us a little more bang for our buck. So we don't just get balance, we also get strengthening and we get range of movement. Again, we're just going at our own pace, doing what is safe for you, what feels right to you, and we are not pushing through any pain. You're doing great. And bring that foot back and relax. We have a short little rest break here. Very nice. Now for this one, the next one that we're going into, we're gonna be reaching down and across, unaffected arm to affected knee. Now, you may need something to stabilize on your affected side as you're reaching over, because we are stabilizing with our affected side with this one. Good job. Doing great. Now, it is important to note with these exercises, if you have a shoulder subluxation, which is like a minor dislocation of the big arm bone, the humerus out of the shoulder joint, it may benefit you to be wearing some type of either maybe like a neoprene sling or brace, not one that keeps your arm like this, but that just keeps your shoulder in place as you move. That could be good so that your arm is not weighted down and bringing that arm out of the socket, or bringing that arm bone out of your socket even more. Go ahead and rest here. All right, we are almost through. You are doing great. Let's get a little bit of a weight shift in. We're taking a big deep breath. Okay, here we go. We're back at side steps. So I'm gonna bring it back. And for this one, we're gonna take 2 steps to the left. Good. And then 2 steps to the right. And I'm doing this by stepping affected leg, unaffected leg, affected leg, unaffected leg. Then we go back, unaffected leg, affected, unaffected, affected. Good. So we're step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. If you're ready for more of a challenge, you can take your hands off. Step 1 and 2, and back the other way, sidestepping. Very nice. Let's do one last set here. Great job. Okay, take a breather before we get into our last exercise, which is gonna be our one leg stand. So let's just do a little bit of our weight shifts. Take a nice big deep breath. And we're on to our one leg stands. Last exercise here. You're gonna be putting your weight through your affected leg and lifting up your unaffected. 60 seconds on the clock. Now this one can be difficult. We're putting a lot of weight down through your affected leg. So make sure that you're holding on to something if you're unsteady. Slowly lower your leg as you need to, but try holding it 5 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever feels good, whatever feels right that you can handle. If you have some type of brace or orthosis you're wearing either for your ankle or for your knee, you may want to make sure that you have that on during this workout, just to make sure that those joints stay stabilized while we're working on increasing stability. Very nice. Doing great. Now you may feel your ankles start to wobble during this, and that's okay. That means that your balance sensors are trying to work, and go ahead and relax. All right, everyone, that is it for today. You made it through. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. So what I want you to do, we're gonna have a short little cool down here. You know my favorite, I love going to a nice shoulder roll. Let's just start relaxing a little bit. Roll those shoulders back. I'm doing a little bit of a weight shift back and forth while I'm rolling. Good job. Let's pull our shoulders back and push them forward. Pull them back and push them forward. Woo! Nice job. I want you to end with just a nice deep breath in. Blow all that air out. Wonderful job. I will see you next time.